version is active, and for the customer one there is the attribute called A, and for the customer two there is the attribute called A, and for the customer 2 there is the attribute called B. But here object version is modified. It means that there is a customer 2 which was in the active version, and then there is data was modified. We have loaded a full load, right? Again for the characteristic. When we load the full load for customer 2, there is a we have changed the record of the customer 2 from A to B. We have changed it from A to B, and then what will happen is it is in modified version. In order to make it in active version, the here I will explain it to you. So there is a info cube in info object. We have record one. What are the field names? Say customer and attribute, right? We have customer, and there is the object version. There are attributes of customer, right? Say customer phone number is there or something like that. So for this customer 1000, we have attribute like 5555 something. So this is in active version. What do you mean by active version? When you activate the data, it is called active version, as simple as that. So we have seen the data store object many times. We activate the data every time we load the data. Unless we activate it, it is not available. And in info object as well, there is a change run which we need to activate. You right click on the info object and activate the data. There is an option. You can right click on the info object and to activate the data, and you have to select the activate data. But generally it is not necessary. But normally in live systems you can do that. So here, unless you activate it, it is not in active version. It will be in. So in 2000, we have 9999 something. So it is in active version, right? In 2000. So it is in active version. So what happened in at the date 1st July? We have loaded the data to the customer. When we loaded the data to the customer, attributes its data will be like this. So here you have 2000. You have 2000 again. Which is changed to 7. Okay. So here we have modified the data and then we have loaded the data. After modification, we have loaded the data. So what will happen here? This record won't be. It is not available unless it is activated. When we activate the data in info object, what will happen? This M version will be A version, and then this M version will be overwritten. It will overwrite the A version of the previous record, right? Generally, that's what happens. Well, that's what happens when you load the new data with the same name. It will override the old file, right? When you have a file in a folder and you are loading the same name file again, same file, and what will happen is it will override the previous file. So that's what will happen. So it overrides, but for that purpose, it has to be activated. It has to be activated first. So it is not activated. For example, it is not activated. Then, even though it is not activated, we can report in the info sets. Data is available with this is the option. If you check this option, data will be available. The inactive data will be available. If you check this option, inactive data will be available for the info object here. So that is called most recent reporting, and that feature is available for info objects in info sets. So that is called most recent reporting. You can see this here. You have A and M, and here you have regular reporting. Generally, you will see like this attribute A. In by using info sets, you will see the most recent reporting. So you don't have to activate. Even though you don't activate, it still will be modified. Data will be modified. So there is another option other than transitive attributes and the most recent reporting. This option is called temporal join. So for the characteristic time reference, if there is I mean, if we need to deduce the characteristic of the time reference info object, then we use temporal join of the option. So for the temporal joins, here there is the option. So if you have a date fields here, if you have date fields, then it will show you can define the temporal join for the date field. So you should have two date fields for this. So that the value of the time interval can be deduced by using temporal join. So there is another option which is InfoSet, which InfoSet provides for the info objects for the time-dependent master data. So these are the features of InfoSet for the info object, and for other than info object, there are info cubes and data store objects. If you want to use the attributes in InfoCubes or data store objects, you have to add them here, or else you cannot use them in. Uh, you cannot use them in queries. You have to add them attributes here. So those are the options we have. We can activate the info set. It is activated. Go back. You can see there is the info cube and the customer already. So this is the info set. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We will see later.
Okay.
So we are going to see later rest of the part.